Today we're making this Mediterranean cucumber and tomato salad. This one is so delicious. It's perfect for upcoming Mother's Day celebrations or cookouts or barbecues. It just combines a lot of really fresh flavors that go great with spring and summer. Hi, I'm Tara with Simply Made Eats, and thank you so much for being here. I'm super happy to have you, and I'm excited about this salad. So this is kind of like a Greek salad, but just with missing the lettuce. It's like all the things that are amazing about Greek salad into one bowl, just the best like Mediterranean flavors. And one of the greatest things about this recipe is there's no cooking. It's just prepping, chopping, and we are gonna throw it in a bowl, and that's pretty much it. So the first thing we're gonna get started with is chopping up our cucumbers. I'm using an English cucumber because these are just like, they're big and they tend to be like less seedy. It's just a good option. So I'm gonna cut mine into quarters first. So just slice it like long ways, and then you're gonna slice each of those one more time, and it doesn't have to be perfect. That one really wasn't. There we go, that's a little better. Then once you get them cut into 4 different pieces, you're just gonna give them a nice chop. You don't want them too thin. You want nice chunks. Now we're just gonna add our cucumbers into a colander. And we're just gonna sprinkle them with about a teaspoon of salt. And you can mix it up a little bit in there. This is just gonna help draw out some of that moisture. And I like to just sit mine aside with a paper towel underneath so it can just really drip out onto there. And we're just gonna leave that until we're ready for them. Next, we're gonna start with our Mediterranean salad dressing. So I've got a clove of garlic that I'm gonna chop up. I'm gonna use the same cutting board because it's got some salt on it already, and it's just a nice abrasive. It kind of helps when you're mincing up garlic to add a little bit of salt. You just wanna give this a really good mince. If you love garlic, you can definitely go with like 2 cloves. You don't want it to be too overpowering, but it's garlic and it's delicious, so just go for what you think is best. That is looking perfect. We're gonna go ahead and put it into our jar or our bowl, whatever you wanna use to mix your salad dressing up. I love mason jars for this because you can just stick the lid on and you're like good to go. Shake it, put it in the fridge, save it for later, whatever you wanna do. For the rest of our ingredients, we've got some olive oil, and I will make sure that everything's linked in the description, so don't worry if I miss an ingredient, it's no big deal. We've got some red wine vinegar, a little bit of lemon juice, some dried basil, dried oregano, and just a little bit of salt and pepper. Then you can either whisk that or just close up your container like this and give it a nice shake. We're gonna stick this in the fridge. This is our dressing for our Mediterranean cucumber salad. Next, we're just gonna rinse and dry our garbanzo beans. You can use a colander for this too. I just only had one and I'm already using it, so I'm just using a strainer. And you wanna make sure you get all of that like film off the garbanzo beans. Or chickpeas, same thing. And then just give it a really good shake like this. And we're just gonna sit this on a paper towel too so it can soak really well. Okay, now we're to the really easy part. We are literally just gonna like chop up ingredients and throw it in a bowl. So I've got some Colorado olives that I love. You can chop these up. I'm just throwing them in whole. Just make sure that they're pitted because you don't want people breaking teeth. That is not fun. We've got some grape tomatoes, or you can use any kind of small tomato, cherry tomato, whatever you want to do. And I'm just gonna slice them in half, just like this, and throw them in the bowl. Next, we've got our red onion. I'm just using like less than half. And we just wanna do some really nice thin slices. For the pepperoncinis, these also have a little bit of water in them, or juice, I should say. You want to just pull them apart like this. You can just kind of dry them off a little bit. And then just give them a nice little chop. Kind of just like into a ring. Just like that. I love pepperoncinis, they're so good. I don't really like Papa John's that much, but I like when my husband orders it because I always give you a pepperoni. It makes me so happy. I'm like, yay! The little things, right? If you don't like spicy, you can leave these out or just make sure that you get a mild pepperoni. I like spicy. The last thing we are chopping up is just our herbs. I've just got a little bit of fresh parsley here that I'm gonna just dice up really nice and fine. And I've also got some fresh basil, which is my absolute favorite. For our basil, the easiest way I find to chop it up is a chiffonade. So you're just gonna stack your leaves like this and then just roll them up. Just like that. And then you're just gonna go and cut some nice little strips. If you don't love basil, you can definitely maybe just cut this in half, what I'm using, and you can dice it up smaller if you want. I love getting a big bite of basil. I don't mind it one bit. I actually I'm crazy about the flavor. All right, so we're gonna add all of our ingredients into our bowl that we have. We've got our tomatoes, our pepperoni, our onions, parsley, and basil. And then we're gonna take our cucumbers. I didn't have too much on the actual countertop, but I can see that salt definitely withdrew some of the moisture. So I'm just gonna take a paper towel and just grab whatever I can of it. You don't wanna squish your cucumbers here, but just try and get the moisture out that you can. I love cucumbers. I feel like you either love them or you hate them. My dad absolutely hates them. He can't even pull them off of the sandwich and eat it. That's how much he hates cucumbers. Okay, cucumbers are going in. We've also got our garbanzo beans. These are nice and dry. I dried these with a paper towel too. So we're just gonna toss those in as well. And then we're gonna go after our salad dressing. Sorry that you had to watch this with my shirt. I got oil all over it and I just took the tags off this shirt this morning. Always happens. Next, we're just gonna pour over the salad dressing. And then you wanna just give this a really nice toss. Mix all your ingredients up. Now last but certainly not least, we're gonna pour over our feta cheese. And you can crumble this a little bit more if you want. Mine's kind of big giant chunks right now. I like it a little bit more crumbled, especially for people who don't love feta cheese like I do. It's just so salty and good, I love it. And we're just gonna toss it right over the top. It makes it look so pretty. I like to do this after I mix it all up because I want the feta to sit on top and it's just a really nice little vibe on there. Nice Greek vibe. And that's it. Such an easy salad. That's it, we're all done with this Mediterranean cucumber tomato salad. It's such a mouthful, but it's so easy to make. I hope you guys decide to try it. Let me know in the comments if you do. And thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing so we can keep cooking together every single week. I love sharing new recipes with you. Thanks so much for being here and I'll see you next time.